The Lion's Den, a story of faith and survival. The Babylonian night was heavy with tension. Shadows flickered on the palace walls as King Darius stared at the sealed entrance of the Lion's Den. Inside that pit was Daniel, his most trusted advisor, condemned to death by a law the king had unwittingly signed. The decree of betrayal. For years, Daniel had risen in power, his wisdom and integrity earning him favor with the king. But this same excellence had bred envy among the other officials. They devised a plan to destroy him. "Your Majesty," they said, bowing low, "we suggest a decree that for 30 days, no one may pray to any god or man except you. Anyone who disobeys shall be thrown into the lion's den." Darius, flattered by the suggestion, signed the law into effect, unaware it was a trap to ensnare Daniel. The unshaken faith Daniel heard of the decree but did not falter. As was his custom, he opened the windows of his room, knelt, and prayed to the God of Israel. The golden light of dawn spilled over his face as he whispered prayers of gratitude and petition. Unseen by him, his enemies lurked nearby, smirking as they saw him defy the king's command. The arrest. The next day, Daniel stood before King Darius, calm and composed, as his accusers laid out their case. "Your Majesty, Daniel has broken your decree. He prays 3 times a day to his God, ignoring your law." Darius' heart sank. He knew he had been deceived, but the laws of the Medes and Persians could not be altered. With great sorrow, he ordered Daniel to be thrown into the lion's den. The descent into the pit. At sunset, Daniel was led to the edge of the den. The growls of the lions echoed from below, their golden eyes glowing in the dim torchlight. The king approached Daniel, his voice thick with regret. "May your God, whom you serve so faithfully, deliver you." Daniel nodded, his face serene. As he was lowered into the pit, the stone was rolled over the entrance, sealing him inside. The long night. In the darkness, Daniel felt the ground tremble as the lions approached. Their heavy breaths surrounded him, and he could feel the heat of their bodies. "Lord," he whispered, his voice steady despite the fear gripping his heart, "you are my refuge and strength. Deliver me, not for my sake, but so that your name may be glorified." Suddenly, a bright light filled the den. Daniel turned to see a radiant figure standing beside him, its face like lightning and its eyes burning with fire. "Do not be afraid, Daniel," the angel said. "The Lord has sent me to shut the mouths of the lions." The lions, once fierce and hungry, now lay down like lambs. One rested its head on Daniel's lap, purring softly as if comforted by his presence. The king's anguish in the palace, King Darius could not sleep. He paced the floor, wringing his hands and cursing himself for his folly. As the first rays of dawn broke the horizon, he rushed to the lion's den, his voice trembling with hope. "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to rescue you from the lions?" The miracle. For a moment, silence hung in the air. Then, a calm voice echoed from within the pit. "O King, live forever. My God sent his angel to shut the lions' mouths. They have not harmed me because I was found innocent in his sight. Nor have I wronged you, O King." The stone was rolled away, and Daniel emerged unharmed. The lions watched him leave without a sound, their once savage eyes now calm and gentle. Justice and revelation. Darius, overjoyed, ordered Daniel's accusers and their families to be thrown into the den. This time, the lions' ferocity returned, and they devoured the wicked before they even touched the ground. The king then issued a decree throughout his kingdom: "Let everyone fear and reverence the God of Daniel, for he is the living God and endures forever. His kingdom will never be destroyed, and his dominion will never end. He rescues and saves, he performs signs and wonders in the heavens and on the earth." The legacy of faith. Daniel's unwavering faith not only saved his life but turned the heart of a king and an entire kingdom toward the true God. The story of the lion's den became a testament to the power of steadfast faith and the God who delivers those who trust in him.